Hello and welcome to Seasacapes, a Dungeons & Dragons 5e adventure set in the world of Paris, centered in the Plyjaz Expanse. I am your Dungeon Master, Cinna, and I am joined today by...
I'm Mike, still playing, instead of running. We'll be running again soon, maybe. I am playing Dalmar, Druid Warrior of the Triton race, and also halfway filling in for Justin, who plays Zavrin, the half-elf bard.
Hello, my name is Miles. I am playing a kobold paladin named Yipin Hasterex de la Shanghai.
And I am Kitties, and I am playing a Gisuri monk named Emil Draskar.
We got it. It happened.
Last time on Seasacapes, the party spent some time shopping, stopping by the Silver Tower and meeting Lonnie. They purchased some healing potions, a mysterious potion of invisibility, some Pepto-Bismol, and a new collar for Tater Trot that allows Yip to turn Tater Trot into any color he wants. Yip tried out his newfound power by giving him the most glorious afro. After the Silver Tower, the party split up with Zavrin and Dalmar headed to the Emerald Fern Spa and Resort, getting back massages from two halflings, and Zavrin paying a little extra for a little extra. Meanwhile, Emil managed to find a plethora of mangoes and shared slices of them with the crew members on Marianne's galley. The next morning, the party headed off towards the island of Baral. At first, the ship ride was uneventful, but soon the ship was engulfed in a pink and purple sparkly fog, bursting through the fog to arrive at a lush island. After stepping off the ship, the party was magically transformed into animals. Yip became a glorious black bear, Emil a strong giant goat, Dalmar a lithe panther, and Zavrin a handsome ape. The party trekked through the wilderness to a druidic altar where a druid was meditating inside a strong beam of light. Surrounding the altar were 3 pedestals, with each pedestal corresponding to a particular biome on the island. The party went to each of these biomes and found a crystal, bringing them back and placing them into the pedestals, breaking the Fey curse that was placed on the island. The druid in the beam introduced himself as Olajor Blackfur, the caretaker of the island. Olajor gave each of the party members a gift for rescuing his island. Emil got a wiggly black sphere that eats any food or drink item nearby. Dalmar got a boomerang that always comes back. Yip received a magical stone with the advice, if you ever need help, focus on the stone and you'll get it. And Zavrin got a bag of infinite cookies. After freeing the druids, they helped the party by opening a portal to the Plyjaz Expanse, allowing Marianne and her crew safe passage back nearby to where they had disappeared. After another day or so of sailing, the party arrived at Baral and found the entrance to the hidden mine, being greeted by a squadron of Modrons. The Modrons gave the party a hard time, but were dispatched with some smartly placed fireballs by Zavrin. We returned to the party outside the gates of the mine, surrounded by spears and arrows from the fallen Modrons. And I don't have a... Yes, that's good.
So
You see in front of you just a wooden gate.
Delmar looks at the gate, looks at his companions. By the way, is Yip up there on that tower, or is that just a mistake?
Oh, he's up there.
When did he go up there?
Last week.
A whole jump up there, kind of
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
So you'll see just my head kind of peek over as I see if everyone's still alive. And then I gotta roll back and start breathing heavily up there. Just, hey.
Is everyone okay?
What is your passive perception?
My passive perception is not very good. It is a 14.
Okay. You, as you're at the top, on top of the tower, you actually see some more Modrons.
Oh, fuck.
But they seem to be just standing there.
I kind of do some SEAL Team 6 hand symbols over there that look like almost interpretive dance to my party members that are incomprehensible but seem worried.
Danyip, what do you see?
Shh. Yeah, there's more of them. More.
What?
Okay.
What?
He sees hordes of them.
There's more of them, you idiot!
Oh my god.
He says, "Oh, I see. Are they doing anything?"
I look at them. Are they doing anything?
Nope, they're just standing there.
They are just standing there.
Is there any way into the tower you're on top of? Actually, can we see any way into the little 2 towers that line the gate? Is there a way into those towers or no?
Not from the side that you're on.
I still ask that question to Danya.
There are some crates. I could hand them down and you could use them to step on.
Delmar looks over to his character sheet. Looks over to Zyvern and Emil, and both of us, or both of which how's Emil looking?
She's not the worst for it.
He calls up. He calls up. Captain. Glorious leader. I suggest that before we engage these mechanical whirring thingies in battle, I suggest we take a breather.
Fine. If you need to rest, I will stay here and watch them from the crates.
It's a good idea.
Good Tater Trot. I will give you carrots later. And I kind of just lean against the crate and begin taking a short rest myself and almost nodding off.
Whenever you lean against the crate, it breaks. This is very old.
So it must be really old if, a 20-pound thing in armor can, break it.
Yep.
Leaning against it. So,
Delmar takes his glaive and kind of plants it in the ground and then pops a squat by the tower.
Emil just flops down and rests up against the tower.
Okay. And, 30 minutes, an hour passes, and you guys are able to resolve a short rest.
Right.
Nothing happened.
I'll do that real quick here.
hell yeah. Rolling all them hit D's.
Let's see here, and then his inspiration comes back. He's got trackers for Bardic Inspiration, or for Bardic D10, D10 Inspiration, and Cutting Words, but they're all from the same pool, which is weird. Oh well. So he gets all that back. And
Why is that a D4? Did it not get my paladin class?
huh? You're rolling D4s as a pally? What?
Why am I rolling D4s as hit die?
That's weird.
What the heck? Well, I'm gonna check mine.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to just roll them out naturally.
Actually, you can change the setting in the little wheel.
Second class.
I see it, yeah. A D10. I guess they don't just do them naturally anymore.
They should. Well, I'm gonna give it a shot on my side for.
Alright,
first
so I'll just
for
ignore
Zevon.
those first two.
Yeah, he rolled a D4. What the world? Is this option you're looking at under like that class option?
The settings wheel. Like you have to like go into the custom class bit and change it. Like they don't have our classes for some reason.
That's so weird. Why is that a thing? Huh. Okay.
It's probably something
that's
I
brand
did or didn't do.
No, I think it's brand new. It set all of my stuff to D4.
Weird. Because actually, when I hit dice for Del Mar, it should prompt me to choose between Druid and Fighter.
I think I need one more in order to get it.
And it's still rolling D4.
And we got there.
Fuck. That's so weird. Okay. Huh.
And one more just to get those last 2 points. Cool.
Okay.
Nice and full.
I've not even gotten started, so let me do that.
Yeah, you gotta roll 2 characters. Get at it.
That's weird. I'm good. Delmar, after closing his eyes for about 40 minutes out of that hour, opens them and taps his glaive on the ground and stands up. I think I can, he says, I think I can keep going. Emma, how are you?
Huh? Emma kind of wakes up. She has drool running down the side of her mouth. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Emily, you feel a wiggling in your pack.
Ooh, I have to feed Joe. She pulls Joe out of the pack and she opens.
Okay, whenever you feed him, his sphere starts cracking.
Oh no.
And you think with another couple of pieces of food, we'll get it open.
She pulls out one of her rations and starts sprinkling it in there. Something's happening in this bag.
Alright, the sphere cracks open. And it like launches itself out of your hands. And the sphere just sort of crumbles away. And then out of the sphere, a large black pudding like straightens itself up and wiggles happily at you.
Oh my god.
Did you say pudding?
Yep.
Black pudding.
And you get...
It's a small little ooze.
Oh, he's a large ooze.
Oh, he's a large ooze.
Yep.
Those are big, man.
Look, Joe is a
that?
pernicious blob.
That's your pet?
It was the thing
control him.
in the container.
And I put his character sheet that you can edit and control him.
Oh yeah, I can control it. He reminds me of Squirt.
A very viscous Squirt.
He's adorable. Oh, come here, little blob.
Fascinating. The druid gave you an egg.
Being from the Underdark places, do I have any familiarity with this blob?
Oh yeah, you know black puddings. You know that they're not normally very friendly, but this one seems to be friendly.
Do I think he can eat through this gate?
Oh yeah, he can eat through the gate.
I kind of look over at him and I say, "The pudding is yours."
It's
This is
Joe.
friend?
This is
Oh, the tiny thing.
Yes.
Is Joe still hungry?
I think Joe's always hungry.
Well, I have lost quite a few siblings to things like this, and they like to burn and corrode various materials. Take this route. Perhaps you should move out of the way, and maybe Joe would like some fence.
Joe,
Very
would you
delicious.
like some fence?
Joe wiggles happily and starts sliding over to it. And he doesn't like burn a hole right through like the bottom of it. He like slides up onto the gate and then like sits on top of it, and then like, you know how slime works, it like oozes down the sides. And there's this like horrible hissing sound and like corrosive smoke rising from the gate. And then there's just a hole in the gate.
Oh, look how cute our Joe is. He eats game.
What else does he eat?
Everything.
Zavern, meanwhile, is like probably just saying something like, just keep Joe off of me. As he has a few steps back.
I say a small prayer for all the kobolds lost to black puddings.
Joe, I think Uncle Zavern wants a hug.
Joe starts to wiggle towards Savrid.
Do not kill my story writer.
He says, if you have that thing approach me, I'm going to destroy it.
Joe, stay away from the guy without humor.
Man, I don't know if he'd react that way, but this is AU Zavern right now.
Joe wiggles at Emil happily.
A valuable asset indeed.
Are we prepared to deal with the other robots?
Let's see. Let us see if we need to. He takes a step through the gate, and like, now that he's through the gate, what does he see besides the Modrons?
You do see a couple of other Modrons that Yip wasn't quite able to see. Over there, but they even whenever you like break through the gate and pass through it, they don't seem to do anything. A couple of them look really broken down, and the only ones that seem to be in decent shape are the pentadrones over here.
So he kind of notices how they're all in front of these entrances. So he leans down and he picks up a pebble if he can.
Okay.
And he's not gonna chuck it at them, but he's gonna chuck it to like here maybe, just to make noise.
Okay. Nothing happens. You see him kind of turn to the pebble and then turn back to the way they were.
Well, like the brethren, they are proximity-based.
Let's give him a wide berth, then.
Wait, actually, he leans down, picks up another pebble, and throws it over there.
Same thing happens. They don't seem to respond to it.
But I mean, they these ones here, like, they look at it, though?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I was under the impression that they were like old and not working anymore. Okay.
They are missing a couple of limbs. They're shorting a little bit, but they seem to be at least mildly functional.
All right. He does it one more time at the space over here.
Yeah, nothing happens. They
Just look at it.
Yep.
But they do clearly react to it.
Just by looking.
Okay. So he says, well, we're going to have to engage them. No matter which direction we go.
I begin moving onto the fence, and I'll just ready up with a shield of faith, and then I'm going to try to Zorro hop onto my horse and begin riding in.
Ah! He moves aside.
Just
Oh, well.
Joe could take care of them. You saw what he did to the fence.
I mean, Yip is charging, so
Charging.
what's happening?
Yeah, I was waiting for initiative. I didn't want to keep moving unless she wants me to keep moving.
I'm waiting for you to get to a certain point. All right. When you hit there, the pentadrones, they shout simultaneously, "Stop!"
Does he rear
Like
up?
in common?
In common.
Well, I hear that, and I continue forward.
Emil goes up to Joe and she says, "You go after whomever he's not after." And Joe begins slinking towards right up behind Yip.
I am within range of poking.
Okay. They say it is not safe. In like their robotic common voice.
Okay, I'm gonna, about face my horse and just kind of turn towards them, looking downwards, shining in light. Safe?
They say it is not safe.
Why is it not safe?
It is not safe.
You will tell me words, or I will stab you.
This one here says, "We were charged to prevent people from coming in. It is
that
not
all
safe."
you were charged to?
As he's doing that, Delmar walks over here and sees if he can prompt the same response.
The Tridrone here, just with the 2 working arms that it has, like plants its javelins in the dirt, but you gather that the pentadrones are the only ones that can speak.
Who is your creator?
Oh god, I have to look this up now.
Is it a man named Jeff? Jeff is good with clockwork, little gizmos. It might be him.
Where did we get
He owes me 15 silver.
Did you just make that up, or did we get that from somewhere?
I absolutely made that up.
Okay.
Okay, so the pentadrones say in unison, "The All-Father created us, but we were here to protect the dwarves."
Well, we know we're in the right place. I'm afraid your service is now rendered useless. And I begin lancing.
And you begin attacking.
Okay. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Alrighty.
Initiative. Hey, but we're in the right spot then. Make that money. I need to grab my token.
That was Delmar. That rolled a 9. And Zavern rolls a 17. Good for you, Zavern.
I always feel bad destroying Modrons. Yip doesn't, but I do.
Oh, yeah. Tough. You want epic music?
Not the one that I sent you, but the
Mediumly epic.
number 8.
Right. You know, I use Pillars of Eternity music in all of the games, and I don't get copyright claims for them, which is interesting. I guess Bethesda don't care.
I gotta hurry up and make me that next Elder Scrolls. That's what I gotta do.
I'm not Bethesda. They're,
I know, Pillars of Eternity. That's what's the name?
Obsidian.
Yeah. They're very closely related. I understand the confusion.
Okay. Yep, go ahead and roll damage for your
Okay.
lance attack. Which one was that one at? This one?
That one. That's the only one on range. Actually, yeah, technically that one's in range too. Purple. You take 17 points of piercing damage.
Okay. Okay. It is Zavrin's turn.
Alright. Zavrin, as, let's see, as Yip, pokes him, he, just points his finger at him and says, like my friend said, your services are no longer required. He's just gonna cast Vicious Mockery to open up with. So DC 17 was. So
Okay.
disadvantage on the next attack
Is that the pink or the purple one?
is purple. And then he's going to take a few steps back over here. And turnover.
Emal.
Which one were they hitting? The pink or the purple one?
Purple.
So Emma runs up and she's going to attack with. Do a couple unarmed attacks. Then she will use flurry.
That is a miss. That is a hit. Okay. That is a miss. I'm gonna miss.
Flurry of misses is what it is.
A flurry
You're just
of-
trying to intimidate him, obviously.
I mean, their hides are like metal, so man,
Yeah.
it's like you're hitting, but it's like, ah, ooh.
Is that it?
That's gonna be it.
Okay. So this one is going to make 5 arm attacks at Emil. She's the closest. Ooh.
Miss. Hit.
What's Emil's AC?
16.
Okay.
Oh.
Many slaps.
Oh, there's one more, isn't there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
I will continue to thrust at this purple one.
Okay.
Yeah!
That is a hit.
Yeah. And I will do it again.
No, that is a miss. Sorry.
Ting.
Is oh wow, I forgot the name of your horse. Is Tater Trot just standing there as you thrust at the lance?
Yeah, he's just kind of like breathing on some rocks and kind of looking at them at the ground as I just flail crazily
I love
on
that
his
he's
back,
breathing on
just
some
kinda
rocks.
stabbing. He's like rubbing his face against them, making them shiny.
Oh, he had disadvantage on one of those. Oh, it doesn't matter. It was a 5. All right, anyway.
Oh yeah, the first one was because I didn't have a buddy within 5 feet.
No, never mind. Continue.
All right, but yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay, so the pink pentadrone is going to use its paralysis gas. So
Saves.
that is Constitution saving throws from everybody except for Zavrin and Emil.
Oh,
Alright,
yeah, okay.
Like you two are both within 10 feet of me, so you get +4. You and Squishy Boy.
Sweet. So sorry, con save. Yeah.
So mine is a 19, and
One more.
do I have a stat block for Trot? I'm gonna have to look up the horse real quick. War horse. Warhorse has.
The horse is paralyzed. Can you still, like, attack from on top of him?
I don't know.
I wouldn't see why not. But
you
Yip
guys
is paralyzed anyway.
For a 19?
A 19?
Yeah.
Paladin,
Oh.
Aura.
Yeah, I had plus
Never
4
mind
because of my charisma.
You are not
That's a really
paralyzed.
high save. I'd be real scared. Alright, and plus 5 for the horse, so it's 1d20 plus 4. Because 4 for my aura, 1 for their thing. So they rolled 11, so I'm sure the horse is paralyzed.
Yep.
Poor Tater Trot.
He's not trotting no more.
Poor Tater
And
Lump.
I also need one. Did we get one from Joe?
Isn't Joe? Wait, hold on. It's Con, you said?
Mm-hmm. Alright, Joe is not paralyzed. Dalmar.
Alright. Delmar is a warrior, so he's sort of kicking himself for his. Oh wait, no, some of that wasn't my fault. Never mind, or not his fault. Anyway, he's going to go for purple, join the fight with Immel, and just Hail Mary on him with Storm Beacon.
That's hit.
And I'm going to. I am going to make a distracting strike. I'm gonna roll another d20 or d8, and so altogether 20 damage. And oh no, actually that's it. So what happens is the next attack roll against a target by an attacker other than me has advantage on the attack as long as it's made before the end of the start of my next turn.
Okay.
I have another attack, and I'm gonna do it. Yeah.
That is a miss.
That's a miss. Oh shit. Okay, I hit. I was a little excited there. All right.
Alright, Joe.
Joe, seeing the purple one hit me, slimes over and is using his corrosive force.
Okay.
What's his speed?
20 feet.
All right. So I don't know if you can actually do that without hitting us. Does he fill up his? Oh wait, he's not gelatinous cube. Never mind.
Yeah, he can move through any space as narrow as 1 inch wide.
1 inch,
Ooh,
yeah.
So like this tendril of like the oozy black matter, just like sweet.
So I have to roll 4d8.
Wait, I don't think that's an action. That's a property. So that's
Is that what it is?
Something happens to him. So he has like the pseudopod thing, but that thing keys off of when somebody touches or hits it with a melee attack.
Okay, so he'll use his pseudopod then.
Yeah.
Okay. That is a miss.
Brutal.
And he's just gonna stand between me and this. Well, I don't know how to put him. He's huge. He's standing between me and this thing that.
I gotcha.
A sheet of black pudding matter.
Yep.
Yep.
Zavern.
Alright. Zavern. Any other cantrips? I don't want to use any more spell slots while he's not here. I feel bad. Alright, he's going to, he'll cast, Vicious Mockery again on, the, purple. So, yeah. This fails.
Okay.
And, he will spend an inspiration, and will give inspiration to Emma.
Emil, you are inspired.
I'm feeling it.
All right, Emma.
So you have advantage on this first one.
Yep.
So she tells Joe, duck.
He like makes a little curve for you to hit through.
So she's going to go ahead with 2 unarmed attack and then a flurry of...
Okay. That is. You should have advantage on that, so. Still miss.
And I'll use my inspiration.
Oh, okay.
The D10.
Well, you'll hit anyway, so.
Roll that 0. Do it.
Okay.
Then she's going to take 2 more swipes at him.
Okie dokie. There's a miss.
Oh,
And a miss. Okay. So this pentadrone is going to make a paralysis gas attack at you guys. So, everyone needs to make Constitution saving throws again.
except for Zabrin.
Except for Zabrin, yes.
Does that protect me against this attack?
It is paralysis, not disease or poison. Is paralysis a disease?
No,
I was thinking it was a
Poison.
poison.
Alright, here's my con save.
+4.
+4.
And
So the
then
lowest one is a 19, and that's mine.
for Joe as well.
Oh, I
Oh,
keep
yeah.
forgetting Joe.
Joe's in the corner.
No one puts Joe. Well,
Alright, you all made it.
Woohoo.
Joe has a +4 too, right? I would
Yes,
think
he's
so.
within 10 feet of me. It's all about like this little range.
Okay.
They're gonna be that far away. They're good. They get the +4.
Give your token an aura. So that we
Well,
always know.
Can I?
I think oh, you know what? The DM might have to reveal it to us
Is
to
that?
see, but yeah.
I just added a yellow aura. Can you see that?
The DM, you have to click into the token, and then on advanced, there's like
The word?
check boxes, and then you hit players can see, and that will reveal his aura.
Did it work? I hit C.
All right, let me try it again.
Yeah, can now.
Oh, there you go.
So yeah, if you can touch the circle, you get the +4.
Okay, yep.
Let's see.
Oh, go ahead and make another saving throw for Tater Trot.
Did you want me to do it at the end of my turn or before?
And just do it now. It's
Okay. That's 7.
Oof.
unfortunately Tater Trot is still paralyzed.
Yeah, he's just kind of like rickety, just kind of holding his spot, not even moving. But I don't really care. I just kind of like ride the rumpus essentially and like get on the edge of it and begin stabbing down, trying to not poke him. Because everyone loves this guy, he's gonna get more attention. And were we doing the thing where if you have double advantages, they cancel out now? Or is it just
We
normal?
talked about that last week, and I think me and Senna agreed that yeah, it would work.
All right, because I forgot my feat actually lets me get advantage from there as well. So then I get a 30 to hit.
Oh yeah, he's dead.
Bow.
Yep, he's so dead.
Then I will scurry onto the shoulder of my horse, kind of hanging on from the big, glorious Fabio mane, and begin like leaning over, almost like a pirate sail, and stabbing at the other one with one arm.
And Tater Trot's mane grows like even longer. It's like Rapunzel now.
Yeah, I'm almost like wrapping it, like I'm one of those drape dancers.
Yes.
Where my legs kind of leaned over, I'm upside down, stabbing with it. 28
That
to
is a
hit
hit.
on this one. 16.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
So I need to roll Nope. Okay, he's gonna come up to Delmar here and make 5 arm attacks.
Right. Miss. 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 Miss! So, this flurry of mechanical blows, and Delmar holds up his glaive and just tunk, 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 tunk.
Yep.
And I'm gonna riposte the last one.
Okay.
And I'm going to whack him. Darn it.
That was a miss.
Alright.
But good news, it's your turn.
It's my turn. Whack. Fuck. Oh. Man, these guys are tough. Alright.
Yeah.
Turn over.
Okay, Joe.
Joe is gonna squiggle his butt over here and stand between Yip and Delmar and this thing.
Okay.
And then he's going to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, that is a hit. Ooh. Alright.
Pudding.
Then he turns into a gelatinous wall.
Perfect. Zavrin.
Everyone points at the pentadrone, and the pentadrone just hears an echo in its mind of which is mine.
Ooh, it saves.
Right. I am not doing anything else from turn over.
Alright, Emil.
Emma's gonna run up here and try same attack.
Okie dokie. It's a miss. A miss.
Jeez Louise.
Sorry, Emil.
Last one a hit.
Oh, yeah, that one hits.
Knock him down.
I'm also going to use my open hand technique, so he needs to make a saving throw.
X. Yeah.
And he's prone.
Yep, he sure is. Oh, that guy's dead. Let me take him out. Yep.
All right. So this whole time, these things haven't done anything?
No, they sure haven't.
Interesting. Do you want me to make the tater trot check again?
Yeah.
It's a 15.
That is not enough to break it.
Then I continue my, avant-garde French-Canadian dance fighting from the top of the horse, and I begin stabbing at it again.
I love it.
14 will miss it.
Yep.
Jeez.
And,
Ooh.
let's drop a
Nice.
level 1 smite on that while we're at it.
Okay.
So, I get to roll this twice, technically, so let me do that. Actually, you can just use both those dice and they'll be the same. Oh, no, it's 2d8, isn't it? So, yeah, I'll roll it again. One more. So, 20 radiant.
Oh yeah, he is dead.
And that.
Deader than a doornail.
Alright. I'm going to begin holding my lance at a intimidating fashion towards the other ones, while my horse just kind of spazzes out underneath me. That'll be my turn.
Alright. You guys are out of initiative.
For now.
Oh, yeah, for now.
Delmar looks at his looks at his. Oh right, just do this. He looks at his glaive, and he just knocks it against the remains of the Modron, and he's just like, oh, these things are tough.
Oh, there are no remains. They crumble into dust.
Oh, those things are
And
tough.
go away
We're
and
tough.
breathe.
He
It doesn't look like the other ones are advancing. Let's just go in.
I continue petting my horse until it feels better.
Oh, and it takes probably another 30 seconds, and then Tater Trot like shakes it off a little. It shakes his wavy mane.
You're back with us. You are a liability to all of us. You must do better.
Emma looks at Yip and says, "You should be nicer to Tater Trot. It's not his fault he's a beast."
He must learn, he must improve, and he will only do so if I tell him so what he's doing wrong. This is how this works.
well then, shall we enter?
Yes.
Let's go.
So I have no idea if I did this properly.
I see everything.
Oh, great. Okay. Well,
Improperly, I suppose, but it shouldn't matter much. Unless you want it to really try to fix it fast.
no, it's fine. So in front of you guys, you see it is a dark corridor, as much as it may not look it. And those without dark vision are going to have a hard time.
How tall is the corridor?
It's probably a good 20 feet or so.
Okay, so I continue to ride my
And,
horse. I have my pony.
Oh yeah, it's big enough. Let me get you a war horse.
Yeah.
I cast light around my glaive.
You see,
Okay.
Yip kind of covers as like, ah!
What?
It's bright.
It's nowhere near as bright as the sun. Should be fine.
And he's all in my face right away.
Oh. I am sorry, Furious Lita.
I like the one square fat squirrel horse.
Square fat.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, if you saw when she first summoned it, it was only 5 foot, so it was all compressed and it was kind of adorable.
I can't
Alright.
pull Joe in.
Oh. Okay. Let's see here.
What should our marching order be, gang?
And he is big, so he takes up a lot of space. Let me put him in the back. There you go.
Boy.
You the big boy.
And all along the walls of this corridor, you guys just see like lots of like dwarven carvings, and the floor is actually polished, but like really dusty. Like it hasn't been touched for a long time.
Do any of the dwarven runes give me any layout or information that would be helpful as I move through? It's like the only language I speak other than Draconic and Common.
No, they're decorative.
Alright. Then I will trollop my way this way and just being kind
Emma.
of careless
On a side.
as I do.
Emma coos a little bit at Joe and pulls one of the mangoes out of her bag and gives it to him.
Oh, he takes it happily. And then, you know, whenever you like hit Jello with a spoon, that's what he does.
That's some jiggling. So
You're
I
a
will
good boy,
ride
Joe. Let's go.
proudly to this spot and become completely, unfunctional from indecision. As he seems turning between both directions.
We should go left.
No, I heard
Always go
from one of
left.
my, I heard the story of a great adventurer whose mantra was to always go left.
What do I know this adventurer?
But I can't seem to remember his name. It started with a T.
Well, if I don't know him, he's not that great, so I'm going to go right.
Your car fill is later. Saffron is also here.
Yes, my horse is clipping the wall. I might just use the alt thing where I get to move it like on top of squares, so I can kind of be in the middle.
I can.
Oh,
Does
no, it's
turning
all-
off the grid help that?
No, the grid's better. We want the grid. I can just,
Okay.
manage it. But, what do
Yeah,
I
I
see
tried
from
to
here?
get it to fix. You don't really see anything. There's more of the decorative carvings, and then the end of a hallway right here.
Well, I said right, so we're gonna go right. I'm gonna turn into this room, and I see barrels and chests and
Yep,
things.
you. Well, let me pull up the descriptions. So, in this room, you can see that it was, at one point a storage room. It's very dusty. The crates here in the corner are like broken, and there's a couple of chests. Then there's some barrels. Along the far wall is 2 intact large casks that look like they would have at one point held ale, and then one that is like completely shattered around this area, and just a large gaping hole in the stone that goes downward.
I would like to kind of like lean up on the edge and kind of look down and see how far it goes deep.
Oh, it goes very deep, and it is very large.
Be very careful. The hole is certain death. But perhaps you should check the provisions, see if anything is valuable left. More bowls, glasses, goblets.
Delmar walks over to the chest and he taps it with his glaive.
Okay, nothing happens.
What's it look like? The mechanism for opening, is there a lock?
It is the metal bands on the chest are really super rusty. It does have a lock on it.
Alright. I trigger a mimic fight. I walk up to it and I mess with it a little bit to see if I can get it open.
It takes a little bit of prying, but you do manage to get it open. There's a few gemstones scattered inside.
Aha! I found something of value, at least.
I heard your noise. You and Zavrin, you make noises when you find things. I assumed as much.
He picks up the gems and pockets them.
There are 2 emeralds, a ruby, and then 3 sapphires.
Well, feel free to investigate this one as well, as I point to the chest over there.
2 emeralds, a ruby, and sapphires?
3 sapphires, yep.
3 sapphires. Alright. Sure. He walks over. And, he taps the chest with his glaive. Punk, punk.
They're a little smaller than the other one, but they look about the same.
Alright. He'll, bend, actually, can I do anything neat? Nah. He'll use Gust to blow the dust off of them, and then he'll, start to mess with them and try to get them open.
Yeah, and they open the same. This was just a storage room. They weren't locked or anything. But these chests don't have anything in them.
Alright.
Imo tries to pry open these boxes with her staff.
Oh, they crumble like with any amount of force. They crumble, and like old mummified carrots
Ugh.
spill out.
Joe runs over and just starts slurping them up.
Oh yeah, he loves it. And he wiggles some more. That's just like his normal functioning state is just constant jello wiggling.
Now let's see what's in the other room. He's gonna walk north.
Count Joe.
Okay, in this room, you see that there's a cold forge in the corner here. There are rusty weapons scattered along the floor. There's a couple of anvils. And in the center of the room is another giant gaping crater.
And these are coals here?
Yes. But they're cold.
Do they look like they were already alight, or they look new?
They look ancient.
I mean, are they like the white ash, or are they dark black coals?
Oh, there's a few darker coals, and then like a bunch of white ash in the bottom.
Alright. I'm going to see if I can't use Druid Craft, the cantrip, to light one of the coals. So Druid Craft says I can do. I thought there was something about a campfire in here.
Light or snuff out a candle, torch, or small campfire.
So does a coal count as a torch or a candle? Does it work?
Hold on, I gotta Google if it goes bad.
Okay. Does coal go bad? Fair question.
Okay, so you do get the coals to ignite.
He's just after one, so he takes one, he puts it on like the edge of the kiln or whatever this is, and then he tries to light that specific coal.
It smolders at the end of it, and then
is there a light coming off of it?
A little, not a lot.
All right, he'll do it anyway. He with his glaive, he picks up the coal, so he has it like on the edge of the one of the blades, and then he just moves it over to the crater, drops it in, and then he looks over the edge.
Oh, it goes on forever, and then I would say about 100, 120 feet down, the coal hits the side, breaks apart, and scatters, and you see it go to the left.
Interesting. Yeah, don't jump in the crater. He walks over to this chest here, and he's gonna. Is this an iron chest?
Yes.
Okay. He will try to open it.
Okay, make a strength check.
Alright. Huh? Straight strength?
Yep.
Nope. Nah.
No, you can't quite get it open.
It's rusted shut. Ow.
Yep, hops off of his horse.
You want to give it a go, fearless leader?
He might as well. I think there it is. Yeah. I can be kind of biting at it, kind of getting my legs underneath it and scratching upwards.
Oh, you break it open.
Yeah.
I like to imagine he's using his legs and arms at the same time to pry it open.
Yes.
I'm practically putting my shoulders against the lock, and I'm kicking up with my feet. You can see scuff marks going upwards on it.
And inside, you find a couple of onyxes. So three onyxes, an emerald, and the inside of the chest is actually a lot bigger than it looks. And you find a great axe.
How great is the axe?
Oh, it's great. It feels magical when you touch it.
So I found 3 Pokemon, a game, and a great axe. Gotcha. I grab all of them and I kind of stuff them in the bag, and then I pull out the giant great axe.
Oh, and it is glorious.
Is it,
And whenever you grab a hold of it, it starts to emit light.
It's just your size, yep.
It definitely can be sold. As I go and strap it to Tater Trot.
It dims whenever you strap it to Tater Trot.
And I have one great axe.
a magical great axe of some kind? None of us have the ability to find out what it is at this point, so I'm not worried about it. I look left and right up here.
The end of this corridor.
I have only 40 feet of vision if it's completely dark in here because of the torch. So dark and corner and dark.
It just looks like you're in a hallway.
He takes a 10-foot step over here, and then does anything happen, or does he see the T intersection there?
You see that the wall stops on either side, but nothing happens.
Okay. And then he moves back over to here, takes a peek in there. I'm gonna give myself an aura so you can track my light shedding. Oh, wait, what? That's not 40 feet. Hello? Oh, no, it is. Okay. That's my field of vision.
Okay.
For light, anyway. So, I see the table.
Yep. It's on the table.
And another, fearless leader, we found another room. Walks in.
Yes, they don't build buildings just for 2 rooms.
When you're in this room, it looks like it used to be a kitchen, a food preparation area. On the table, there's really, really old food.
No worries, Joe's got it.
Oh, and he eats the table too, honestly.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. What's this?
That is a fireplace. Cold. And there's another gaping crater taking out this portion of the wall here. And this one doesn't go down quite as far. You can kind of see the end of it, but it shoots off to the right.
Alright. Barrels.
Are these cabinets here?
Yes.
Emma starts opening cabinet.
There's all rusty pots and pans. In this cabinet here, there's some really old, hard as a brick bread. And in the middle one there is spatulas and stuff like that. Knives.
Did I find any bowls?
There's a couple of bowls in the cabinet that you're next to. They're made out of some sort of metal.
Do the spatulas look fancy?
Not particularly.
I take one spatula.
It is a spatula.
I'm happy to have the spatula.
Emma feeds all the hard bread to Joe because he just seems to have a voracious appetite.
Oh yeah, he eats everything. And part of the cabinet comes away with him.
I begin trotting this way. I got 60 feet of dark vision, so what am I saying?
You are seeing rough regular caverns, and some of the walls there are these giant, like gargantuan holes that may or may not connect with the other holes that you've seen, but there's also like veins of gemstones in the wall.
Do the holes look naturally eroding, or does it look like something may have dug them?
Would that be a nature check?
That's whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, make a nature check.
Yeah, I'm a -1. Let's do it. Ow!
You have no idea, but it looks like a glorious cave.
This is a glorious cave. As we begin moving forward, I would very much like to make a home here.
Severin would like to try.
Okay.
What kind of check is it?
Nature.
Alright.
Dusalada would really like this cave.
Oh yes, she would. The shine
Can't
of the
tell you that.
gemstones on her thick
It's
thigh.
my theory that the dwarves here were mining in this area.
A likely story for dwarves. Do we see that this path is kind of getting tighter?
Oh yeah.
Does it look like Tater Trot's gonna fit through there?
Tater Trot probably wouldn't fit through there, but you certainly could.
I put Tater Trot aside and unmount and I begin walking.
I pat Tater Trot as I walk with Glory's leader.
Yeah, just got my lance out.
I
and
hand
just, like, ready.
some tater trot a piece of mango as I walk.
And as you guys get, further into the cavern, you see there's another couple of the like gargantuan-sized holes in the wall. And there's still like gemstones. There's rusty pickaxes on the floor. There's a couple of gemstones lying here and there, and you manage to find a couple of sapphires.
I'll pocket those. I didn't spell sapphires right, but I'm not trying to. Alright.
Same.
Continue kind of waddling through. Yeah.
It is tight.
My little
That
slender
tight fit.
frame working under there.
Delmar and Em have to and Zavron kind of have to sidestep through it.
Is it tall enough for Emil to get through?
You guys kind of have to duck, but it is tall enough. This is my nightmare. You guys are going spelunking in tight spaces.
Yes.
Is also one of my nightmares.
Something like a confined space. My god, the amount of like paperwork you have to do for confined spaces in a workplace is insane. It's necessary, but insane.
Just continue following this path.
Yep, and you see more like veins of gemstones. And as you get like further into the little spiral, there are some weird blue gemstones that you can't quite identify them. They're in like veins in the stone, and they're glowing softly.
Do they look shiny?
Oh, they're very shiny.
I would like to take my lance and try to break out some of those gemstones.
Make a strength check.
Yeah, sure. About.
You manage to chip off a little bit of it, some flakes here and there, and they still maintain their glow.
I put the glowy flakes in my bag.
Oh, Mike, if you want to play the oh, you were.
I
Never mind.
just remembered to. What's the inside of this all about?
It looks like it is very, very tall compared to the rest of the cavern. It's a little more spacious and hollowed out, and in the middle you see, I don't have an icon for it, but there's a like an old small wheelbarrow that has some pickaxes in it and some rope and just general mining supplies.
Look up.
You see nothing. It seems to go up a little further past your vision.
Can I see anything with 60 feet?
Nope.
Well, this was useless. Abigail's walking out.
Should we take one of these pickaxes and get some of that glowy stuff?
If my lance cannot break it out, no pickaxe will.
Delmar picks one up and just slams the wall as hard as he can.
Okay. Make a strength check.
You know what? He picks it up and he is about to do it, and then actually no, he wouldn't know diddly about that. Well, maybe he would. Do you think he would?
Water.
In his well, I mean, he's adventured for 10 levels. Do you think DM he's encountered a cave-in ever?
That's up to you. Is Delmar's
Right.
experience with mainly water adventures, or has he been in caves?
All right. 16 to 20, he has. All right. He swings it as hard as he can. Taking the example from his glorious leader. Strength check.
All right, make a yep.
Punk. Tink.
Yeah, nothing happens. You, both of you, whenever you hit the side of hit the wall, you hear it like echo around the cave. But nothing else seems to happen.
Then he just tosses the pickaxe. Ding.
The sound of the clattering pickaxe echoes through the cave as well.
Well, let us get out of here before the walls close in. Tight fit.
I begin by pushing my hands on the sides of the walls, seeing if they're closing in as I walk through.
They are not.
The walls don't seem to be moving.
No, it's just an
Please
expression.
inform me if they're closing.
Again.
Please inform me if you see that they are closing in fact.
Mike didn't make out what you said.
Oh, I'm just saying, please inform me if the walls do begin closing in.
Of
I don't
course.
understand. Oh, jeez. Comment is not my first language. So, we ready to skedoodle out of here?
Yeah, I mean, Delmar makes a motion for this direction.
Skedoodle.
With the light of his thingy. Uh-huh. The room this direction.
Can we see the light of the entrance from the left?
It's like a faint little speck of light.
Might be getting darker.
Delmar just strides right in.
Okay.
Same, following behind.
And whenever you step into this room, you see a Modron sitting in this corner. And he says, "You shouldn't be in here."
Why not?
It says, "The purple things will come.
The what?
The purple things will come."
Peek my head around with the horse. It's okay, the modulus guy says we can come in.
No, well, what are these purple things?
The purple monsters.
The
They made the
monsters are
holes.
purple. They cannot be that scary. Hey, purple hole monsters?
And you see another gaping hole right here in the center of the room.
Well, your purple hole monsters will have to deal with us. We are getting treasure.
Yep, you've probably heard about purple worms before.
Oh, do I think he's talking about purple worms?
Well, what's your intelligence?
My intelligence is -1. Want me to roll for it?
Yeah, go ahead and roll an intelligence check. You managed to put 2 and 2 together. You see the holes around the complex, and you hear purple monster, and you're like, "Oh, that's a purple worm."
I begin trotting out of the area.
Wait, where are you going?
Nothing to worry. Let me know if you find anything.
Yep. Come back.
It's all right. We don't need to be here, right? We found the thing. We can now tell her that everything is good, yeah?
Well, no, we still need to find her.
I don't want to die!
What? What are you talking about? Is this about these purple monsters?
They're
Would Zavern
imagine
know?
like
Do you think Zavern would know about these, being a collector of stories and tales? DM?
Intelligence check.
Alright.
I mean, he knows everything about worm-shaped things.
Oh, well, no, he doesn't.
Never mind.
Not this worm-shaped thing.
No.
I begin just kind of composing myself and say, okay, so you know how there's like dragons?
Oui.
And you know how big dragons get?
I've heard how big they get.
Imagine a wingless dragon that can swallow you whole and eat an entire village of you. Well, if you're me, an entire village of you. And keep just going.
That sounds dangerous.
Each of these holes is just maybe part of it.
You think that you can kind of put 2 and 2 together that the holes were probably made by juvenile purple worms, and that with how long it looks like this complex has been abandoned, those juvenile worms are probably adults by now.
They, if there is multiple, will be able to eat us all.
Oh, that must be... that could be where, name... Captain...
Marianne.
Marianne. That could be where, Marianne's crews went, but we don't know
Yes,
for
we
sure.
found them. We have accomplished our mission.
Did not find them. We need to know for sure. He says, tell you what, why don't we, oh, I can't see that, never mind. He says,
Emil hears them squabbling about this, and she looks at them all and she says, "We're going to continue."
tell you what, so Delmar can kind of tell that he's getting antsy. And he says, let us just make our way through here, check the rooms, and don't stop to investigate for treasure. And if we don't find them, we'll vacate.
You see, you've kind of just like, shivering just on top of the horse, and kind of looks down to you and says,
You're brave, I know.
if anyone sees anything purple, we leave right away.
Absolutely.
Okay, I will be in the back.
Delmar gives Emil just a look. And then he's going to go this way. Actually, he looks at the Modron and he says, have you seen any others here before us? And after the worms.
The Modron says no. No one else.
Insight check?
Okay. You feel like he's being truthful.
Okay. Right. Then he's going to proceed here. And I wish I couldn't see the map. You mean you might?
I know. I'm sorry.
You mean evens left? All right. He's gonna head down here. He's like, he's walking briskly. He's looking up and down. He's making sure that there's like no other holes and stuff.
Are you trying to be stealthy?
Nope.
Okay.
He's more his mode is now like just look through the place. So here and then take a turn here and see what's in this room.
He begins like kind of whistling or like singing under his breath as a nervous tick.
Alright, so you enter into what looks like some sleeping quarters, and the stones, or the beds are made of stone, but it doesn't look like there's anything else besides beds.
Justin's green on his phone.
He might be waking up.
Arise.
That would be super fun.
You know that shit when you breathe oxygen and you breathe it out and you live?
I am the very model of a mother major paladin.
Rubbing the sleepy side.
All the time is all the paladin. I don't need anything to tell me I am brave and I can be the best paladin that you would ever want to see.
Wait, why is he going off on his own?
I'm just looking around the corner, and once I see the natural stone, I begin just scurrying back this way.
Alright, well, looks around, doesn't see anything obvious, goes down here.
Alright, and this area looks like a living quarters. There's an old table, there's some old chairs, a bench, a cold fireplace, and books scattered around on the floor.
Alright. Well,
Emil goes to Yip, and she says to him, "Yip, will you hold my hand? I'm scared."
He kind of takes his trembling little claw and kind of puts it on her hand. You hear the rattling of the armor as he's just kind of holding it.
And she kind of leads Tater Trot and Yip back to being with. I'm glad you're here, Don Yip. I would be very scared without you.
Alright. Actually, he takes a cursory look at one of the books on the ground. Delmar does.
It is in Dwarven. At least the cover of it is in Dwarven.
Alright. He's gonna keep going through here. Can Zevran read Dwarvish? He can't. Okay.
Doesn't Yip read Dwarvish, or does he read it all?
There are books here.
There are books.
Yip likes books. He's gonna hop down and start looking at them.
Okay. They look very old. They're in an older dialect. You can still kind of understand it because, Dwarven hasn't changed that much. There's ones that's like one bride, two bride. There's there's one called the Zen of Farting.
I take that one.
That's one eccentric dwarf. Writing about that. The Zen of farting.
There's one called the Sex Lives of Cannibals.
What?
I take that one as well. Sounds like an adventure.
It's dwarven porn.
Aye, my dwarven smut!
Yes, dwarven smut.
And there's one called Me Talk Pretty One Day.
Yeah.
What?
David Sedaris is just here. Who knew David Sedaris was just a dwarf?
Yep.
Alright, take it. Any other books over here?
Perfectly
Any
fine.
picture books that look nice?
I mean, they all look really old. Like, if you handled them a little too roughly, they would fall apart.
I grab the fancy looking ones and I run them back in here and I put them on the horse.
Okay.
I continue on to here. When he sees Danya doing that, he walks up to here and looks in this room.
Alright. There's another sleeping quarters. This one has like an old broken down bureau. And then the side of it, there's the two beds here at the end of the room are completely like shattered and broken apart, and there's a gaping hole in the wall.
So you're saying these beds were made of stone?
Yeah.
Oh man, I didn't know dwarves slept on solid stone. And he knocks on it.
It's good for your back.
Emma is going to see if she can rummage in this bureau or cabinet, whatever.
You see some old like parchment and writing utensils. There's a couple of like rags, but nothing really to note. There is a chessboard, but the pieces are messed up, like broken and crumbly.
Mm. We should move on.
There's nothing in this room. Let me check the hall leading up, or leading that way. Are you coming?
I have to wait for Yip. I get scared.
See. Don Yip, you were perfectly fine while you were perusing the books.
The books bring me comfort. Remind me of... Never mind. Anyway, there is a cavern the other way.
Uh-huh.
Let's move away from the cavern.
It's natural. It doesn't have the walls.
He steps down this hall. Oh, okay. Then looks back.
The
Yeah,
quadrone in the corner is still sitting there.
Okay. Looks back at Emil, says, "Alright, we've been here. Don Yip, let's go to that cavern and see if there's anyone there." He walks to where he knew it was, and Tavern is with us. Oh. Okay. Step. I mean, at this point, Delmar, kind of sensing the anxiousness of Don Yip, is just striding through. He's not making any attempts to hide. He's not making any attempts to... he's looking all around him to make sure he doesn't walk into a pit of spikes that's clearly visible, but he's not making active checks.
You do see more of like the holes on the walls, with the tunnels leading down. But this place is pretty desolate. You don't really see anything besides the like gemstones that are in the wall. and some rusty pickaxes here and there.
Keeps on walking. Doop-doo. I mean, he's going to explore everything.
Yeah, and it's the same all throughout.
Okay. And it's all empty and we don't find anything?
Right.
Okay. Oh, they're not here either. He walks. I leave Zavern. Did you find anything? No. Just more natural cavern and gems that we don't have time to mine.
Do I notice the stairs from here?
Yeah, you can probably see the stairs from there.
What bothers you?
There are stairs that way.
Oh, and we should go check it out. Wait, no?
Yes. Yes.
He walks that way. Step, step, step.
Okay. And you guys, it is a long staircase. Long. And it descends down into a natural, like, enormous cavern. Like, you can't see the top of it. The walls are obscured. The cave glitters with all different like colors of gemstones. Like there's rubies, there's sapphires, there's emeralds. There's just a plethora of gemstones around here. And in the center of the cavern, you see there is a large pile. Well, here, let me take you guys to that page.
This looks like an arena.
Well, I guess I could have copied everyone over. Alright, hold on. Okay.
Cool. My spidey senses are tingling.
In the center of the cavern, right around here, you see just a giant pile of like obsidian and crystalline shards. And right here is an altar with steps leading up and like a pedestal or a, oh my god, what are they called?
This?
No, a pulpit. Oh, and around the sides of the cavern, you see like giant blue. It's the same blue and glow crystal that Yip got a few shards of. And they're glowing slightly, and they're pretty big. They're about as tall as Emily.
Do they look anything like the sea glass?
They're the same in color, but they are shaped into, like the standard crystal form.
Okay. Huh. So and we can. So is this place completely dark as well?
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Other than the light that's emitting from these crystals, and there's like glittering blue crystalline little spots on the wall and stuff, but it's dark.
so can we not see the pile of obsidian from where we are?
Well, there's still the same blue like crystalline shards inside of the pile of obsidian. It's like both types.
Okay. Gotcha. Well. Is there anyone here of Marion's crew? He shouts out.
Your voice echoes through the cavern, but you don't hear a response.
If they're here, they're dead. Where's Danya? Token.
I'm underneath the horse.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Maybe I'm actually trying to hide underneath the horse. Either way works.
Does he remember this dais pulpit from his 2 visions?
Oh yeah.
I don't remember.
You remember that this is where the dark dwarves had laid the beautiful woman down.
Snap. Okay.
And where the Titan came to life.
Oh, schnapples. Okay. So
It's not the time for fresh iced tea.
Delmar is just like, when he sort of recognizes what he's looking at, his eyes kind of like widen and he slowly approaches the dais and the pulpit.
Okay. Are you gonna step up to the pulpit?
He kind of considers it for a second, and then he'll kind of walk back and he says, I want to see, he announces this and he says, I want to see if we can't see anything else in this room. I have a feeling about this pulpit. Don't touch it. He's gonna start walking around.
Okay.
If nothing else happens while he does it, he's gonna make just a sweep of the wall of the room.
Yeah, nothing.
Secure the doorway.
Nothing else happens.
Okay.
Emil is going to go the opposite way.
It is eerily quiet in here.
Alright. For some reason, I feel like something will happen when I step up here. He just says that, and then he steps up on it.
Okay. As soon as you step up, there is this loud booming. I won't be able to do it justice like I hear it in my head, but it is a booming voice that echoes throughout the cavern, and it says, you who would challenge me, do so preparedly in the name of Pharsea or be doomed.
Who's Pharsea?
You don't know.
He steps off the pulpit. Is that the
Oh, hello.
Hi, Justin.
Oh, Justin.
Sorry.
You got back just in time. I'm so happy.
We're all gonna die now.
Now we die.
You have no more
Well,
spell slots left? I'm just kidding.
You got a warning. You who would challenge me, do so preparedly in the name of Pharsea or be doomed.
And then, did anything else happen?
Nope.
I'm not entirely sure what to do next. Should we bring Justin up to speed?
Sure. Okay, Justin.
Yeah.
So, I'll take you guys back to this page. You guys explored this mine. You encountered some more Modrons on the outside. Oh, I guess I should read the whole summary for last session, too.
He's been gone a while.
Okay, so last time,
Dragon Ball Z.
you guys went shopping. Zavrin did get a little extra service at the spa. And Mike got you a potion of, quote, invisibility, unquote. And then you guys headed towards Bayral and helped a druid break the curse on his island. You got a bag of infinite cookies. And were turned into an ape on the island. But after you broke the curse, you turned back to normal. And then you guys made it to Bayral and into the mine and explored the mine a little bit, found some gemstones and some goodies, and saw a whole bunch of, like, just tunnels decimating the compound. And now you guys are in a special cavern with a dais, and you just got a warning whenever Delmar stepped up to this altar here that said, "You who would challenge me, do so preparedly in the name of Farseia or be doomed."
How pleasant. Mike, what's my hit points at?
As they are on your character sheet. We have 4 uses of Bardic Inspiration left.
Alright, time to die.
Yip is
okay. I want you guys to make sure that you are prepared for this.
I mean, I don't have anything I can really do.
Is it dark in this room, or?
Yes. There are glittering, like, crystal obelisks around the outside of the room. And there are, like, veins of glowing blue crystal throughout the walls. But other than that, it is dark.
I think our best chance is probably... Yeah, I'll just throw out a bless. Why not? Let's do that.
Well, wait. Before you cast a spell that lasts a minute. How's everyone on HP?
Say that again?
How is everyone on HP?
Max. We haven't hit anything since we fought the Monocrins.
Yeah, I'm
And
only
it
missing
is-
6 points.
It is getting pretty late. You guys have been exploring the caverns for probably about an hour and a half now, making it evening.
I think the DM is pushing us to long rest.
Just take a nap in this weird, desolate cave.
Oh, the crystals are so beautiful.
I mean, I don't think our glorious leader will be able to sleep here with the threat of those purple wormy things.
Wait, where is he?
He's
Guarding
on
the
horse.
door.
Oh, I forgot you're tiny.
I'm insignificantly small.
Well, if we're going to make sure we are tip-top shape, we should leave and come back refreshed.
Leaving sounds like a great plan. Let's do that.
I feel like Yip's already running out the door.
As soon as I see you guys walk this way, I am trolloping away. Just
Stroll on out.
Gouts.
Wait, do we have an ooze?
We do.
Yeah.
Oh, yes! Emil fed her. She got a, from the
Druid.
He wasn't there for the.
From the druid, she got a wiggly, like a sphere with a wiggly black substance in it. And she fed it enough for it to hatch into a friendly black pudding.
Interesting.
Do you want me to take you guys back to the mine entrance?
Sure.
That sounds good.
I'm curious about the other entrances. Oh, we look so big now. Delmar kind of walks up to here and so they plant their feet and they're not going to let him through.
Right.
He looks back and he's like, I'm very curious. And he kind of like, he inches a little bit closer. And like, he takes his glaive, but the blade side isn't toward him, and he just like kind of reaches over with the blunt side, and he just like goes to tap him.
Okay, he lets you tap him, but he stands there in the doorway.
Delmar's gonna try to like just squeeze past him. Does he do anything?
He's gonna like try and body block you. He makes this weird screeching sound.
Delmar, would you like to go in there?
Yes, but these things don't seem to be they don't seem to be malicious. They seem to just have a job.
Are you accepting of my gift?
What gift?
I could turn you into something to get you past.
Oh, no, I can do that. Actually, that's a good idea. And then he wild shapes into a mouse.
Okay.
And he just bolts for the door.
The Modron doesn't make any attempt to stop you. And once you get inside, you see it's just more natural cavern. And there's holes in the wall.
And then he scurries out. He scurries out and he scurries over to Zavrin and like puts his two little mouse paws on his like foot, looks up at him, and then keeps scurrying over to here to see if there's anything interesting over here.
It's the same thing. It's more natural caverns. It doesn't seem to be connected to the like carved out complex
So
from the main entrance.
He scurries back, and he turns back into his self. And he says, "There's nothing there but caverns that they were mining out of. Nothing very interesting." Now let's make camp. Yeah, make camp. I think we should probably give this place a wide berth, so maybe like Delmar will suggest to walk a mile away and then make camp.
Okay. And it's easy enough to do that. The island is very desolate, and you don't see much life. And you feel like you probably don't have anything to worry about.
I would like, over my long rest while I'm awake, to read my Zen of Farting book.
It just talks for, it's like 100 pages of how good it feels to fart. And how you should do it when you're meditating.
Interesting. Your diaphragm has so many potential uses.
Oh.
Fuck. Okay. chunk. He plants his glaive, and I'm not gonna make much out of this. Delmar puts himself together, and we should probably keep watch. Just in case.
I agree. Joe and I'll take the first watch.
Joe whittles happily.
I'll take second. Don Yip, are you going to... Do we need to worry about watching?
No.
Okay.
I can watch if you need me to.
I feel like you're the bravest of us, and perhaps you should do more. As
I'm not
leader.
feeling... I mean, if it's Modicron, it's whatever. I will guard you all from them, but... Yeah, I will take a watch. I will take the final watch.
Just think of your dear,
Usalada.
well,
I will not be thinking of her long if I'm ingested by a giant purple worm.
oh, wow.
Yes, Yip put 2 and 2 together and realized that the holes in the complex were formed by juvenile purple worms.
They could show you a giant worm, yeah.
I immediately recoil and hide behind these big plankers of wood.
We're not here.
I order Tater Trot to block the way. Like a small little makeshift tent over here. Staying as far from Zavrin and his worm as possible.
Love it.
Okay, and the night passes uneventfully, and you guys can all resolve a long rest.
Boot. All my stuffs. My things.
Spells. My spells, I have spells.
Alright, let's challenge that for Seiya then. Does everyone feel ready?
Seeing if I want to change out one of my third levels real quick, but I should be good.
Is anybody familiar with Farseia?
I haven't heard that name before.
Have I heard any stories or legends of a Versailles?
Roll a religion check.
Hell yeah.
Nope.
Oh.
You know, I am a monk. Have I heard of Farseia before?
You can go ahead and roll a religion check. You have heard in passing of, perhaps in like a reading or something, where they talk about forgotten gods and goddesses, and you think you may have seen her name. Well, its name, somewhere around there.
In the morning, Delmar gets up, takes a couple of bites of dried fish, whatever kind of ration he has, and he's going to start marching back toward the mining entrance.
And Emma pulls out her last mango and shares some with everyone. She gives the peels and the seeds to Joe.
Oh, he eats them happily.
Ah, wonderful.
And he looks like he's getting bigger.
Thank you, Emma. Step, step, step. He, on the way there, he throws his boomerang a couple times for fun.
And it comes back. Are you guys headed back to...
That is Delmar's intent.
Does anybody else think Joe's bigger this morning?
Hard to tell.
He's not the only one bigger in the mornings.
Oh my god.
He's still only like a fifth, maybe a tenth of what the worm is.
Do you think he could eat the worm from the inside?
I doubt.
At the very least, he could probably make him gag.
Hey,
I
this
thought
is my
pudding was-
pet.
I thought pudding was delicious.
What is what is Joe? Is Joe pungent? Does he have an odor that's very discernible?
He smells like mangoes.
Awesome.
Because it's what I feed him.
Acidic mango monster.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we're all in agreement that we head back to that big old room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, on the way there,
Coming.
if there hasn't been any change in the place, Delmar goes back to that Modron and he's like, have you seen any sign of the worm?
This one.
The Modron there says, worm comes maybe once a week.
Oh. When was the last time he was here?
I don't know. Maybe 4 or 5 days ago.
Alright. Walk.
Okay. So you guys are back here in the cavern.
Walk back up to the pulpit and step upon it once again.
Okay,
Oh, before I do that, obviously, if Saffron says something.
what's our strategy?
No idea. We don't have any idea what we're about to face.
If things come, we fight the things.
If it gets too hairy, we leave. Or try to.
Okay, would you like me to focus on suppressing it or aiding us?
Perhaps you can attempt to weaken it, and if it simply shrugs you off, then focus on aiding us.
Oh. Well, in any case, goodbye.
You say
I cast
goodbye?
greater invisibility on myself.
He bounces now? Okay.
Okay.
Alright, Delmar, start the thing.
Fancy trick that. I like it. And then he walks up. Steps on the pulpit.
Steps on it, I'm gonna channel divinity. Make my lance extra super duper shiny.
Okay.
We are ready.
Whenever you... Okay.
He just shouts out.
If you want to play the battle music that I sent you today.
The hyper epic.
Oh yeah.
Alright. I'm getting there.
So whenever you say you are ready, you hear just what sounds like... It sounds like the cavern is about to cave in on you. And the pile of obsidian and crystalline shards in the middle of the room start to shift and move and start to gather together. And soon, after it forms up, you see this enormous titan.
Oh, big boy.
And he, his eyes, like, shine, and you see his head, like, turn down towards you. And he says, "Very well, then. Everyone roll initiative."
That's not a worm.
That's not a worm. That's very big.
He be late.
How tall up is this room?
Oh, it's very, very tall.
Okay. I could call lightning in here if I wanted to.
You sure could.
Can I climb him and stab the glowing spots?
You could try. You could definitely. What is that game?
Shadow of the Colossus.
Yes, that one. And this, Delmar, you recognize as Onatrix,
Who is that?
the Titan that you saw in your dream.
It's also a call out in rap songs.
All right, Emil, you are up first.
What, babe?
Emma's standing there, and she stands in an action pose, waiting for something to happen.
Okay.
She don't want to make the first move, so if he comes towards her, she will hit.
Okay. So it is Onatrix's turn. And you see him like slowly start to move forward, each step like shaking the ground under you. And he
9x9.
this is not gonna be fun. Okay. So he can get him out here. He's very slow. Alright. Delmar, he's going to slam his fist down towards you.
Alright, smush me. Yeah, it's a hit. Alright.
And that is it for his turn. Delmar, it's your turn.
Ow. Alright, give me a second here. I have to calculate my HP. Alright. So... he's gonna... I guess he'll just go... let's see. You know what? Delmar's just going to call out... So, does he look like he's actually slow? Or did he get up to him? Does he actually look like he moves really slow, or did he actually, like, get up to me pretty quickly?
Oh, he moves pretty slow. He's only got a 30-foot speed.
Still,
Because he is so big.
okay, still have to keep up. Alright, then, Delmar says, well, he doesn't know what's going on, so he's just going to come over here, and then, to start with, he'll cast Call Lightning and see if that does anything. So he'll just Call Lightning down on this guy.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, so he takes the full 15.
And that's my turn. We'll see if he can keep concentrating on it. Turnover. Well, you know what? I'll fucking use my second one now. Turnover.
Okay. And you do see, like, some of the obsidian spikes that are on, like, his shoulders kind of chip off whenever you strike him with lightning.
Cool.
Yep.
Yip immediately fumbles for the gift he got from the druid.
Okay. Go ahead and roll 1d4. did not have this prepared. I'm sorry. This is gonna take me just a hot second.
It said life or death situation.
Yes, it is.
That thing is 300 times me.
The thing's massive. Gargantuan plus 5. Well, plus 4.
Okay. Whenever you focus on the stone, it flares in your hands, and from the natural stone flooring, you see this elemental start to form, and you should have. Let me get a token. Hold on.
We're gonna have a very one-sided kaiju fight.
No kidding. What's happening right now?
I'm uploading his token art.
What did he do? Did he summon an elemental?
Yes. Okay. Miles, you should be able to control the elemental.
Alright. You want me to roll some initiative for him, or is he gonna act on my turn?
Go ahead and roll his own initiative, but he will take his turn now.
Yuki. The character sheet, blah blah blah, initiative. Wait, is there an initiative button? There is an initiative button. Haha.
I mean, initiative is just the dex check.
Yeah, I didn't see the initiative button though, so it wouldn't add it until I pressed that.
Oh, we can just keep that 19 because it's the same ability modifier.
Okay, well, he has a blah 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 30 burrow and 30 normal feet, so I guess he's just gonna lumber his way over here.
Okie dokie.
And begin the slammins.
Alright.
Makes 2 of them, so one of these and one of these.
Those are both misses.
Yeah, I thought as much. And that was my action to do that?
No, it's your turn now.
Oh, that was just bonus, okay. Then I will ride my horse inwards the other direction and try to avoid his large ire.
Okay.
So I zoom out so I can see what's happening because he's massive. Alright. I'll just move the horse, I'll move me to it afterwards. The horse is speed of 50, so I should be able to get right about here, poking distance.
Yep.
And with my channel divinity, I have a plus 15 to hit.
Okay.
So plus
That hits.
the 4, so 26. 17 damage.
Okay.
And I will do it again. That's plus 4 again, so 23 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
And I think it's time to make Tater try to actually carry his own weight. He's gonna try to get in here and kind of box at it and try to whack it with his hooves.
Okay.
Let me see what he got. War horse. It says if a warhorse moves at least 20 feet straight forward, a creature then hits it. Same turn has to make a save and stuff, but I don't think we're gonna have to worry about that with 14 strength saves. So I'll just do
yeah,
2d6 plus
no.
4. So we got d20 plus, what's the hit? It's plus 6 to hit. Wow, that's higher than I thought. 12 to hit.
Nope, that misses.
Yeah, the trot just kind of knocks against this giant frame, and then that'll be my turn.
Okie dokie. At the end of your turn, he is going to take a legendary action.
He would.
he is going to raise his fist into the air, and you see above your heads, and through the lightning storm, there's this giant blue, like, radiant light that shoots down into this blue crystal in his chest, and then shoots out in all directions towards the crystal obelisks.
Oh, shit.
So, yep. And Delmar, you are going to have to make Constitution saving throws.
Right.
23.
Alright, you guys both save, and you will take...
What's this look like? What's happening?
Oh, it's a beam of just blue radiant energy shoots down from the ceiling into his chest, and it a prism just shoots out towards the obelisks that are around the room.
Through
And
us, right?
yeah, basically.
Cool.
So, I don't have an attack ready for this, but you will take half of 2d10.
Cool.
Radiant damage.
Whew, 7. Alright. Got it, boss.
Okay, it's Joe's turn.
Joe's gonna move up as close as he can
Mm-hmm.
and ready an attack if he gets close.
How much can he move?
20.
Good, get to him.
Yeah, he does have spider climb, so you can go over the altar.
Okay, then pseudopod it can.
Alright. That is a hit. That is a lot.
Yep, that's my Joe.
32.
Hooray, Joe.
And then he kind of blocks Yip from the Titan's reach. And he's done.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't make a
Davrin.
save. For, the, whatchamacall. Alright.
So I seen the blue light come from the crystal, right?
Oh yeah.
Alright, I'm going to move over. And I will drop my invisibility with a snap of my finger. At the same time, I am going to cast Destructive Wave at Big Fuck and this crystal.
Was it gonna hit
Okay.
the elemental?
Yeah, it's 30 feet from me. All creatures. It'll hit the... No. I choose who it targets.
Oh, nice.
So it's going to hit the big guy and the crystal.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Douche.
This will be my greatest performance. And I snap my fingers.
Okie dokie. So, are ability modifiers included in saving throws?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
If it's
Okay.
on the monster sheet, then yeah.
Yeah, if they have like a thing that says a save number, they get that instead of whatever their ability modifier is.
And if it's not there, then it's just their ability modifier.
Exactly. Because sometimes they'll get like an extra whatever because they're badass.
Okay, so you notice that the radiant damage not doing quite what you thought it was. But the thunder damage does chip off some more of his like from his body, some of the obsidian.
Would I have enough time to shout to Yip?
Yes.
Alright, well. Got Commander Yip, don't use your holy light.
Use the holy light, gotcha.
Go dark, dark.
Light in the dark, got you. I can do it.
Alright, that's it for... Actually, yeah, that's it for me.
Okay.
Did I notice anything to the obelisk?
The obelisk did crack a little, but nothing, nothing else really happens to it.
Okay.
So Emma's gonna pull her quarterstaff off her back and take a couple shots at this guy. She just starts running and making that really like deep guttural war cry.
Okay. And it is
And she runs
badass.
forward and just slams her quarterstaff at him twice.
That is a miss. That is a hit.
She drops it and she does flurry of blows.
Okay.
You should see if he gets hit with a
a
stunning
hit.
strike.
He's also going to get hit with the open hand technique.
Knock him prone. Oosh.
So he needs to make a dexterity saving throw. I don't know if it'll even make a difference.
He's, not very dexterous.
Ha! He's prone!
Alright, he falls to one knee, and the ground shakes underneath you guys.
So
And that
she's
one
going
hits.
to do the same with this one. Just hit him again to see if she can knock him down farther.
That hits.
So open hand technique again at him, and there you go. He goes down more.
Is he proner? More prone?
Well, he
He-
was only down on one knee.
Yeah, he like falls over and his fist like hits the ground and he's in that like superhero landing pose.
He's groveling for you.
Alright, it's the elemental's turn.
Does he give advantage?
Yep.
Sweet.
Alright. Get this elemental. Does it have an advantage button? I guess I'll just... Oh, there it is. I can query. Advantage toggle. Aha! And that did... There we go. So 2 slamming attacks. What's I'm... Get that.
The second one hits.
9 whole bludgeoning damage.
Every little bit helps.
Yeah.
And he's just gonna stay there. Menacing.
Okay.
Oh boy.
On Onatrix's turn, he's going to stand up and he's going to... You see his forearms start to glow and crystalline like shards grow out of his forearm and he swings it and sends a cone of crystalline shards in this direction over here. So I need dexterity saving throws from Immel, Joe, Yip, and Tater Trot.
So 23 for me. And the trot makes +5.
And it's a +4 with your aura.
Yes. And trot got 24.
Okay. So, with this wave of just crystalline shards, those of you who saved are going to take half of this damage, and those who didn't, it's DC 19, so Yep, and Tater Trot.
Emil's within 10
We'll take
feet, I
half.
think. Oh, no, you're just out of it, aren't you?
I think so.
Yeah,
Even with the +4, it's an 18.
Yeah, 18, right. So, Tater Trot has my feet on it, so it'll actually take 0 damage. It kind of has
Okay.
evasion whenever it saves on dex saves.
Yep.
I'll take 7.
You gotta make a con save, or do you actually? Never mind.
For what?
I don't know.
And it's piercing damage, so.
I don't have any spells up right now. I just have my Channel Divinity, which is a duration.
Gotcha.
Alright, Delmar.
Okay. Bring in the lightning.
Okay.
Oh man. And then I'm going to, chipping at him a little bit. And then I'm going to spend a healing word on Immel of a 2nd level.
Okay.
I would save it,
Oh, yeah?
actually. Yeah, I'm doing okay.
Oh, who's not doing okay? Then I'll use it on myself. Well, no, okay. Any bonus action stuffs? Not really. Alright, in that case, I'm done. Alright. I'll move over a little bit here to not be in the line of sight for the obelisks. Turn over.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Onatrix is going to, you see him start to shift and like shudder, and then he leaps into the air
Oh shit.
and crashes back down. And everyone in, so Yip, Joe, Immel, the elemental, need to make dexterity saving throws.
No, that's not where I wanted that. Alright, and the horse.
The horse. Oh. Wow.
Black pudding.
Black pudding. -1.
-3.
Okay. So what?
Joe's pretty tough, actually.
Okay.
He's a thick lad. He's pudgy.
He's got 85 hit points.
thick.
So you guys will take half of this. Joe will take the full damage, and you guys are not knocked prone. And I don't think Joe can be knocked prone, so. Alright, Yip.
I've been saving this for a while because I wanted it to be a cool moment. This seems like the right one. I'm gonna do one of my smite spells. And a fun fact is, with my feet, it's gonna target my horse as well.
What is your feat?
Mounted combatant.
Does it affect spells too?
Any spell that has target of self. Oh, that's my actual Find Steed spell.
Oh, okay.
Find Steed spell. I'll pull that up so you guys can read it.
That's right, okay.
It has-
I remember.
Anything that targets self also targets the horse.
Radical.
So you're going to see my lance and Tater Trot's little hooves all of a sudden light on fire as I cast, I think it's called Searing Smite. So I kind of yell at my lance, and all of a sudden you see just fire just envelop it, and Tater Trot's hooves just light on fire as we both charge at it.
Okay.
And action, I will swing. Now I have Fwens here, but the horse is not bigger, so that means I'm just at normal. So yeah,
That is a miss.
thank you.
Wait, isn't it a plus 15?
It's plus 4 on top of that. Yeah,
Oh,
it's 19.
that's
You don't have
still a
advantage.
miss.
I won't unless I move one space back, which I might do.
Well, I mean, wait. You have an ally right next to it.
Yeah, but then I have the lance problem because I'm too close.
I thought it was just an ally.
No, my lance also has disadvantage if they're within 5 feet of me.
I know, but don't you... No, never mind.
So the 2 reasons I had advantage were 1, my mount was bigger than the creatures before, which is not true anymore. And my other one is because as a kobold, I get advantage because a friend is nearby. But I have 1 source of disadvantage because of my lance.
Got it.
But if I back up a spot and do it again, now I will have advantage because now I don't have the disadvantage from the lance. 24 to hit?
That is a hit.
Alright, so we do that first. Then we do 1d6 fire damage. And at the start of his turn, he will make a con save.
Okay.
3 fire damage.
You see that the fire damage doesn't seem to affect him
At all?
at all.
Nice. Oh, I'm still gonna move in and try to trot him. Trot!
Okay.
And Trot has a +6 to hit. That's a 9, so that'll miss.
Yeah, unfortunate.
I'll just kind of serpentine back out and then call it a turn.
Okay. Joe's turn.
Joe is going to squiggle just a little bit closer and take a good shot at him.
Okay.
Burn his...
That is a miss.
Okay.
Zavrin.
All right, so I'm gonna start fiddling with my loot to drop the keys. In the meantime, while I'm doing that, I'm going to shout over to Commander Yip. Commander Yip, it is not the size of the kobold in the fight, but the size of the fight in the kobold. Might inspire you.
I'm very inspired.
Now, I will once again destructive wave, except for this time, with my dropped keys into a low D, I will fire at him with necrotic.
Okay.
So 24 necrotic.
Yeah.
Okay. He takes all of that.
That also hits the crystal too.
Yeah, nothing seems to happen to the crystal because destructive wave targets creatures.
Oh, well then.
You guys have gotten a good chunk of him down. He seems to be kind of crumbling a little.
And I'll move over here. That'll be fun.
All right. Emil.
Okay. She picks back up her quarterstaff and swings at him a couple times.
Okay. That's a hit.
She's also going to use her open hand technique on... Oh, wait. I have to wait till I do my flurry. So one more hit with the quarterstaff.
Okay.
FYI,
That's
the
hit.
stuff is using your strength.
I thought it was a monk weapon.
It is a monk weapon.
Oh, is it like triggering on her strength. Oh, you don't have it on your dex. That's what he means.
And then I'm going to do my two. I'm going to do flurry blows.
Okay. That is a miss.
Hey.
And with that,
Yeah.
she's going to use open hand technique and knock this sucker prone again.
Ooh. He is back down on his knee.
Mm-hmm.
You should try to hit him with a stunning strike next time.
Oh, I should. And that's my turn.
Okie dokie. Elemental's turn.
Now, I've noticed that Zavern keeps attacking the crystal, and nothing happens. Can I order my elemental to attack the crystal?
Sure.
Where is it located?
There's a lot of different crystals around the side of the room.
If there's multiple, I think he's not going to be able to get him in time, so I guess I'll just swing out at the big lad. I have advantage because he's on prone again, or no?
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
It's a miss.
Yeah.
Miss.
Clang, clang.
Just rock on rock, just...
Oh.
Okay. So, Onatrix is going to make a slam attack against the elemental,
This guy's annoying. Pop.
basically.
Did he get up first?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I know. And is it magical damage?
yes.
Okay. I take it. He's still standing.
Delmar.
Alright, Delmar's not satisfied with the lightning, so he is going to take his magical weapon and run up to him and start trying to chip away at his knees or his
Okay.
ankles. Yeah. Yeah.
Miss.
Yeah. Alright, stop rolling the same. 10. Thank you.
That is
I'm action
it.
surging, by the way. I guess I'm doing that
Okay.
now. Yeah. And I'm going to try to hit him with a... I'm going to hit him with a distracting strike.
Okay.
So the next thing that attacks him has advantage on the next attack roll. And here's another d8. And then I'm going to try to hit him one more time.
That is hit.
And I'm going to pile on another superiority point. And we're going to do a... I'm just going to pile on distracting strike. Because... Oh, well, actually, does anybody need to move? No? Okay, then just...
I should probably get closer, but
I can
move on my turn.
Okay, if you feel like you have enough movement, I can let you spend a reaction to move half your speed.
No, I'll keep my reaction.
Alright, then it's just another distracting strike and turn away.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Onatrix is going to jump into the air again.
Oh boy.
Let's see here. Everyone that is around him needs to make dexterity saving throws.
Right. Oh, did that save? This is 17?
Delmar, you do not save.
Fuck.
Neither does Immel. The Joe does not. But Yip and Tater Trot do. Can I get one for the elemental too?
Oh, great, he's in there. What is a -1 gonna get me? So I need to roll in that 20 is what I'm hearing. He fails.
Okay, so everyone who failed is knocked prone and takes a full 3d8 bludgeoning damage. And those who saved are not knocked prone and take half. And Tater Trot takes nothing. That is a sure-footed horse.
Yeah, he's doing it.
Yep.
And I have to take this half damage. 10.
Emma's starting to look a little,
I'm gonna start throwing out
rough.
healing words.
Yeah, I'm 10 feet away now, so I'm making that advantage attack, and I'm gonna poke him in the butt.
Alright.
Oh
Oh, yeah.
We're level 3 spine. I don't care if it's resisted. We're doing it. And
Okay.
yeah. So that's 20, 34 radiant. And then...
It's actually... Wouldn't it be 42?
Oh, wait.
He's not undead.
He's not undead. The second ones are for undead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's in case it's undead or fiend. So it's only the 19 and the 15. So it should be 34 radiant, reduced to 17 if he's got the resistance, and then 28 points of piercing damage.
He's looking pretty rough, guys.
Cool.
And I believe that was my first attack.
There's some crystals like falling off of his arms.
So I'll make a second attack now.
Okay, that's a hit.
I think I'm gonna second level smite it. No sense in
All right.
saving him. I'm not gonna get to double it though, but either way. So 1/3 gone, 1 second gone. And that damage goes right here for second level. Plus an 18. So 21 points of damage altogether.
Yep.
That'll be my turn. I think Tater Trot is just never gonna hit him, so I'm not gonna bother.
All right, Joe.
Joe is just gonna go full bore at him.
All right. That is a mess. Zavrin.
All right. So I have a question.
Okay.
Black pudding is considered a creature, right?
Yes.
And it's friendly to us?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do something silly. So I'm gonna move over here.
Mm-hmm.
And I was gonna do this on Immo, but then we lose her stunning and whatnot. So I'm going to call out to Immo. Immo,
Yes.
I'm going to help your friend. Joe, please accept my gift. In the land long before the modern creatures took over, there was one creature who ruled above all. I'm going to cast Polymorph on the Black Pudding and turn him into a T-Rex.
I love it.
Madness.
T-Rex. I'm the motherfucking T.
So it's going to be... And I mean, I'm fine with it being a pudding T-Rex, so...
Yeah, it is a goopy T-Rex.
God.
That's much more terrifying.
That's terrifying. Love it.
I don't have a T-Rex character sheet ready.
It should be in the SRD at least.
Yeah, it's a basic creature.
Okay. Okay, is there an easier way to add it?
You just make a companion sheet for Tyrannosaurus Rex. Just make an NPC sheet.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. There's a T-Rex sheet, but we're gonna keep using the black pudding token.
Okay.
Alright. Is that the end of your turn?
D&D, folks. With my bonus action, I will call out to Delmar. Let your blade strike true. Frost with all your might. So I inspired you.
I love it.
That'll be it for me.
Alright, at the end of your turn, Onatrix is going to make another... He's going to put his arm in the air, and another radiant blast is going to shoot down from the ceiling and out of his chest. And I need Constitution saving throws from Zavrin and Yip and Tater Trot.
That ain't gonna save.
Nope.
And Trot.
And for my polymorph, I make it advantage with Warcaster. 22.
Alright. So you guys are going to take... Oh, except for Tater Trot. Tater Trot isn't going to take anything.
Dead Trot MVP.
2d10
No, he will take half
radiant damage.
It's not dex damage.
And you guys who failed your saving throws are blinded
Whoa.
until the end of your next turn.
Nice.
Oh!
Alright, Emil.
Emma's going to take a couple of swipes with her quarterstaff again.
Okay. It's a miss. Another miss.
Hey, Kitties, you have it set for strength.
Oh, I do, don't I?
So that 19's a 20 at least.
Alright, so the 19 one hits.
And what's your strength modifier and what's your dex modifier?
My strength modifier is 2 and my dex is 3.
So it's +1 on both of them.
Okay. So the 19 hit.
And with that 19, she's going to throw Stunning Strike. So he needs to make a con save.
Okie dokie.
A decent shot. Nope.
So here comes Flurry of Blows.
That is a hit.
And she's going to knock him prone.
Okay.
At least we have open hand technique.
Right?
Although you can do a stunning strike on any of your attacks if you want to burn through key.
That is a miss. Oh, isn't it a dex save?
It is. No, it's a con... Wait.
Dex save for the falling bit.
Yeah. It's dex save for the falling.
Alright.
And so he falls.
Back on his knee. Mike, do you want to restart the music?
Did it stop?
Sure
Yes.
did.
Oh. Okay. On it. So,
Okay. Isn't there... Don't you have one more attack? Or is it just 2?
It's just 2.
Oh, okay. Elemental's turn.
The elemental will stand up. I'll get that off of him. Brah! And since he's prone, he will make some smushy, poundy slam attacks with advantage. So, thunk, 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 thunk.
That hits.
Finally. 12 damage.
Ooh, yeah.
Thunk!
That hits too. He's looking rough, guys.
Thunk, thunk. That's its turn.
Okay. You guys are getting lucky.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, he's gonna make a slam attack against Emil. She keeps putting him on his knee.
That hits. Ouch.
Delmar.
Alright, I will spend a second level slot and give Emil some health. As he stands up, he says, Emil, don't give up! And, is 9 health. And then, gonna just Hail Mary. Yeah.
It's a hit.
Spend another superiority die for distracting strike to get somebody, next person who attacks. Advantage, you have advantage. Whoever attacks this guy next. So let me roll that damage. 15 plus 3 or 1, depending on how you look at it. And then I'm gonna attack again.
Okay.
Oh!
That is a hit.
And then, yeah. That much.
Okay.
And then another superiority attack for more distracting. I slice at his knee and I say, look down at your knee! And
Alright.
that's
He's
my
looking
turn.
pretty rough. He's starting to crumble. At the end of your turn, he's gonna jump again.
Yeah.
Shakily. So,
I have to...
yeah, more dex saving throws.
And I'm prone again.
I got a 20 and trot.
Mike,
Oh, you know
have
what?
a
Yeah.
inspiration?
Well, let's see. What's... Well, I don't know what the DC is.
It's a D10, so
Well, yeah, alright, why not? Let's find out. Well, I think I'll save it just in case I have to hit him again.
Trot is prone.
Too bad of a place. Trot is prone, no!
He didn't make it. My boy.
you also have inspiration.
I do, not Trot.
Yeah, but you got a 6. Oh, 4.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
that's
everyone except for Yip is prone.
God, I massacred my boy.
And
She might
take,
actually massacre my boy.
is it 3d8?
Okay, Trot's still around.
Alright, damage. 9.
And it is bludgeoning damage.
Right. Oh yeah, I'm hurting pretty bad.
Alright, Yip. You managed to gracefully hop off of Tater Trot as Tater Trot was falling.
I begin helping Trot get back onto its feet. And as I jump onto it, I aggressively look at this giant behemoth and I scream with all my might and I yell and I begin to stab at him with my lance.
Okay. He turns towards you as you scream at him, and he says in this deep, gravelly, rumbly voice, "Enough." And he takes his arm and he sweeps you guys all aside.
Oh, poof.
Yep.
We just tumble.
And he reaches for the crystal in his chest and pulls it out, falls to one knee, and you guys see his eyes start to dim as his hand falls to the ground, and the crystal is just floating in his hand, and his eyes go dark.
Did we win?
He stands up, walks over.
What's going on? I can't see anything.
You guys are out of initiative.
Do you think if we touch it, we'll get another vision?
I think if we touch it, we might die. Ow.
What are we touching? Oh.
I'm gonna walk up to Emil and I'm gonna touch her real quick on her leg, and you're gonna heal 40 hit points.
Thank you, dear friend.
Delmar is bloodied.
I'll walk over and do 10 on him.
What's going on?
And then I poke Zavin right between the legs with the lance from a distance, kind of running up the thigh.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Are you better now?
Thank you, Don. Yep.
At least it wasn't a worm.
Now I have a Jello T-Rex.
You sure
Zavin, how
do.
long does this spell last?
An hour.
Oh, it's for an hour.
Emil
You
reaches
missed-
into her pack and hands Joe one of her rations in his T-Rex form.
He eats it,
Do
and it is very sloppy. There's goo everywhere.
I'm gonna touch Delmar. I run up and give him a big hug.
What an exciting fight! As he hugs back.
And you feel the warmth of my embrace.
No.
Yes. Alright, so Delmar, after Zavin lets go after a
Yeah, he does it kind of like, you know how you hug someone and like, oh wait, this is inappropriate.
He clasps Zavin on the shoulder. Then he looks over to the crystal, and he just kind of gets this look of like, well, shit, I'm gonna follow this through. And he walks up to it and he touches it.
All right, when you touch it, it feels warm.
But no vision or anything.
No visions.
All right.
It feels very, very powerful.
What the hell do we do with this?
Oh.
Do we bring it
Make
back to Marianne?
Make a history check. All of you.
I don't know. Fuck all.
All of us.
Evan.
All
My
of
horse
you.
makes the check.
Well,
My horse has a better check than me, I think. No.
Emil, you remember that the inscription in the tower around that crystal bowl said, "Should the waves wash out my power, bring me the boon of the Titan Onatrix."
Oh, right.
I guess we bring it back to the tower.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
How big is it?
Oh.
And the elemental, as soon as you guys get out of combat, starts to crumble.
Emil says in primordial, thank you.
Goodbye, Rockman.
Right.
All right, do we want to end it there?
Probably.
Oh, actually, as soon as you take the crystal, the altar opens up, and a like a gleaming hoard in a chest, like rises.
Ooh.
And I will send you guys. I'll put the screenshot of everything you find in there into Discord.
Sounds like
Oh,
How big is this crystal? How big is the crystal again? Like, what's the size of it?
It's about the size of like a, I don't know, like a 7-year-old.
Okay.
Jeez.
It's pretty big.
That's large.
Interesting comparison, but I understand. All right. What's a lot of
Well.
stuff? Whoa! Holy schnapples!
I don't know about you people, but
Wow!
I could really use a drink.
Holy crap! A +4 longsword?
Mm-hmm.
Holy
Did you roll?
shit!
Yeah. Did you roll on 5E?
I don't know.
I don't
I don't
know.
think you did.
Size alliteration. That doesn't sound. Cure serious wounds. That's not 5e.
Yeah,
That
you rolled
is,
a 4 or a 3.51.
I just used the Don John thing.
Oh,
Oh,
I don't think they. Well, we.
Oh, wait, a deck of small cards?
A small deck of cards, yep.
No.
oh, here we go.
No.
Pull the void
No.
card. You want another adventure?
No.
Oh, what are these called?
Yep, doesn't know,
did
but
it.
I am very scared.
Wait, where does it say small deck of cards?
I put it
What?
under the thing because I wanted to give you guys that without
Oh.
it being like randomly generated.
Oh.
No.
Oh, look at this cute little deck of cards.
All right.
All right, so we're flipping all those and someone's dying.
Or someone's getting like a boost to level 11. Or just disappearing.
I'm just gonna do the Stephen Wright joke and say, I played, poker with tarot cards and 5 people died. I gotta pull out.
You guys did it. I'm so proud of you.
That was a big man.
It mushed me a lot.
That's what I was going
It
for.
mushed me a lot too.
So now, would you say the session's over?
Yes.
I feel fine.
Okay, this is real fun. We're gonna keep talking offline now. Bye.
Bye, Joy.
Okay, bye.
Bye, Joy.
Bye, Joy.